All right, so quick log before I head off to the job. Yes, the job. I still have it. Um, I got to drive by the new Wynn Casino today and just kind of like looked over and checked it out. And man, it's going up so fast. It's like there's this huge building, and I've been seeing it kind of from across the way at Assembly Row, and boy, it's super close. Um, as someone who's not a huge gambler, but just loves the feeling that casinos have, like they're giant amusement parks for adults. And I've been to Las Vegas, and recently I've been working at Mohegan Sun and even Foxwoods. I've been to Foxwoods a few times. They always just seem to fascinate me in the sense that they really put together this like really like comforting, really exciting um, a feel to them. So the idea that there's going to be one near me is kind of exciting for me. I think I'm definitely going to have to check it out once it's there and see what it's all about. Now, I'm not a big gambler. I never have been, and I just am not into it. Don't mind playing slots once in a while, and I've even played some blackjack here and there. Don't mind playing poker, but that's a long game, So it's like I can gamble, but I don't necessarily see a reason to put a huge chunk of my income into it. At the same time, it's going to be a really interesting venue because it's going to be a place where people like me can work. People who do event production, people who do audiovisual work, and people who do lighting are all going to be needed at this new venue. So, in that sense, I'm very excited for my industry because I think a lot of people are going to be employed by this place. Also, wait staff for restaurants, everything from ushers to people working the tables, etc. It's going to provide tons of jobs and lots of money into the economy. Now, at the same time, there's a negative side, and the big one that they've always talked about is traffic. It's going to increase traffic running around my neighborhood like you won't believe. So there's already a lot of congestion in and around the Somerville area. It's right off a highway, and technically the new studio is actually on the other side of the highway, so we might not get as affected as much, but it is going to affect traffic. And the other thing is it's going to affect Assembly Row, which is right down the street from me. The place is already crowded. I hate having to wait anywhere there, and now I do. It used to be like my place and no one else went there, and now everyone goes there. It's going to be worse once there's a casino across the river. Speaking of which, they've talked about adding a footbridge to go across from Assembly Road to this new casino. They're actually like right apart from each other, practically in each other's backyards, but they're separated by the Mystic River. So the fastest way, I guess, to get there would be for them to build some kind of a bridge. It wouldn't surprise me if they built some kind of ferry or shuttles thing that you could get off at Assembly Row, go shopping, eat your food, and then get on a boat and go across the way um, to the casino. So now you got like a movie theater, Legoland, all that stuff there, and then you go over to the casino and gamble, etc. You got all these things you can do in both spots. Um, and they would be very smart to do something along those lines. It would be a really short trip. Basically, you could probably be there in less than 5 minutes by car. So having some kind of shuttle or bus makes all the sense in the world. The ferry, I don't know, going across the river might actually take longer. A footbridge walking across would mean I am now walking distance to a movie theater, tons of restaurants, lots of bars, and now a casino. Well, I'll tell you, I moved into East Somerville when there was this place called Good Times there, and basically people laughed. They're like, "What did you just move there so you could be across the street from your favorite bar?" And the answer is yes. Good Times is this huge indoor amusement park with arcade games, bumper cars, laser tag, all kinds of cool stuff, indoor basketball, batting cages, indoor batting cages, pool. I used to play pool there all the time. Huge screens to watch all kinds of sports. So you go there and watch your football games and so forth. And you could just do all that in that one little spot, and then like they closed it down to open Assembly Row, which at first I was so sad about. And truthfully, that place closed down I think in 2008, and it took them 6 years to open. So it was 6 years of me waiting for something cool to show up in my own backyard. But it's here, and Assembly Row is great and a very different feel from what Good Times was. And in many ways, I miss Good Times. But if I want to, I can go to Dave and Buster's or Jillian's and kind of get the same experience, although not quite as crazy. Um, Good Times was supposedly the only place in North America where there was an actual soccer riot. I don't know if that's true, but there was apparently a soccer riot when there was a soccer game going on and the lights went out and they started issuing refunds and like a riot broke out. So the rumors go. It had a reputation as being a rough place because there was always police there and there was always someone starting a fight or whatever. That's what happens when you have alcohol in sports, I guess, in a place that big. But it was a real destination place. People went there from all over to play video games and watch sports and play pool and do all the other stuff. So it was like a big giant indoor fun park. Um, it had a little bit of a Coney Island campy feel to it, a little bit on the honky tonk side, but Good Times was great. And now we have a casino, which I assume is going to have an even bigger, crazier, wacky atmosphere to it with lots of lights and games to play. So we'll see. Am I going to become a gambling addict and then spend all my money there, or am I actually going to go there once or twice, think it's really cool, but not make it a habit? We'll see. It's definitely going to be something to check out, and who knows? Maybe somewhere in the not too distant future, you will be watching a vlog about the new Wynn Casino in Everett, which is just across the river from my home in Assembly Row. All right, that's it for today. Like and subscribe so you can see that vlog. And we'll be gearing up to go to the circus on Friday. Maybe I'll do a preview of that tomorrow.